Hi everyone, Jackie here. So a couple things. First of all, I apologize. I've been a little absent. Honestly, I just lost my want to even craft. A lot of stuff going on. And yeah, so I just, sorry for that, but sometimes you don't want to do it, you don't know what to do, and you don't have time. So a couple things happened. I am now subbing in a third grade classroom where the teacher is out for a while. I am busy doing all the plans and all the things a regular classroom teacher would be doing if it were my classroom. And that's taken up a ton of time. The math I am very much familiar with. The reading is a new curriculum, so I'm having to study that. A frustration is that because I am the building sub, I am not getting paid to do that job any more than I normally would. So I'm doing a lot of extra work for no money. And that's a frustration for me. The other thing was I did go on vacation with my oldest daughter and her family. We went to Disney, as I think I had told you before, and it was a wonderful time. We had a blast, so much fun. Immediately after getting back from there, I had the stomach flu, and I was down and out and violently ill for a couple days and recuperating for a couple days. So that's my sob story. And now I'm getting over it, and I'm getting back into doing a few things. And right now I'm looking at my window, and I see a bluebird. And I am so excited to see a bluebird out my window. Very cool. All right. Anyway, so what I'm doing today is a couple things. I was watching a tutorial by Cori Dahmen, and she referred to a tutorial that Tracie Fox had done. So you can look up either of those two ladies. Cori's Dahmen is, you can look under Cori Dahmen, you will find her, and she does a wonderful tutorial, lots of good tutorials. So check her out and watch a lot of her stuff because it's wonderful. But this one is on tags, and there, as she says, it's really nothing new. But just some fun things to do. And I thought that would get me started and back into things. She refers to Tracie Fox, who also did a tutorial about some of the same things. And she uses Tracie's kits, and you will see those referred to on her channel. So I then also... I've been wanting to use up some things, and I have some paper pads. You buy a paper pad and you have you liked a couple pages and they were great for what you were doing and blah, blah, blah. And then you have this bunch left. Well, I had bought this particular paper pad. I don't remember what it was. It was just something I bought years ago, and it had all these kinds of type papers in it, dark and very, manly, should I say manly, kind of more for a man's journal. And I decided I'm never going to use these pages, and I didn't have any cardstock that I could print on because I don't have any right now, and I'm not going to buy any right now. So I'm using what I have. So I took this apart. These have nothing on one side, so you can print on the white side. You will have this on the back, which let me show you some of the tags I did. So I printed on a tag on one side. I printed this on one side, on the white side. This is on the back. Now, it's not a big deal because some of these I'm folding, so you won't even see that part. If it's printed with something on the back like this, you can always cover this with some kind of dictionary or book page or whatever you would like, plain craft paper. And I really am not wasting anything because if I had printed these on copy paper, they would have been blank on this side, and I would have been putting them onto a cardstock that I do have that does not go through my printer. So there you have that. These particular tags just because you're going to ask, Rach and Bella Crafts. This is their rose. I'm trying to see, where is it from? Which one is it? Well, I know it's Rach and Bella Crafts, and you probably can't see that real close up, but Rach and Bella Crafts, okay? Some tags from them. And it's a rose kit. I can't remember if it's Aunt Rose or something like that. Anyway, so getting back to this. So what I did was I just simply cut these down to 8.5 by 11 and then printed on them. And it worked perfectly. So I'm not only am I using up these papers that I don't want, but I'm saving a little money by doing that too, because I'm not buying cardstock to print some things on. And I do have a couple of paper pads. A couple, yeah, 3 maybe. So, you know, we all have them. So I'm going to be using those up to do that. All right, so that's the first part of this. Use it up. I kind of use it up. Now, let's take a look at some of the tags that we're going to make. I'm going to be doing a short series with these because I'm only going to do a couple tags at a time because I want you to really, I don't want to do very long ones. So I have these tags, and I have other ones also that I'm sort of using. Let me put these out here. All right, so for this first one, first of all, I took one of my larger tags. Do I have another one here? I had a few large ones. Well, here's a larger one. Just the same one, actually. And I took this one. Do I have another one of those? I tried to print 2, but I might not have printed 2 of those. But this was a large one also. Or it was kind of the same size, actually. And what I did was I folded the one in half. And I did sew around the whole thing. I had it flat first, sewed around the whole thing. Then I folded it and sewed here and here. Okay? This one, I kind of measured to see how much I would need. And I cut this off at the bottom. Cut that piece off. Okay? So then I had this much of it. And I cut that part off. Sewed around the whole thing. This then has this on the back, which is okay. It really doesn't go badly with that. I'm not sure I like it, but it doesn't go too badly. I might end up covering it. Who knows? Sloppy stitching here. I don't know what's going on with my machine, but you know, that's the way that goes. I left my strings. I thought I'd leave it a little, you know, whatever, junky. So then this just slips in here. This, you can either sew this closed or glue it. I'm going to give it a little glue because why not? So I'm going to glue right along here. And I'm going to glue this down. So this is in here. And I'm going to glue this side also. You do this however you want to. You know, you could wait and put it sort of together and sew around this whole outside part. I really like the sewing. Sorry, my watch is just banging on here. So if I didn't do this, you know, ahead of time for you guys, I would probably sew around this one and around the outside of this one and not sew here or across the bottom of this. And then I would just sew that part on. So there you have your first little tag or a little pocket, taggy pocket thing. And you have a pocket on one side, a pocket on the other side. Easy peasy, right? This goes in a pocket and you've got a double pocket here and here. So that's fun. All right, that's just the first one. Where's my little sticker? I'm going to put that on there. Okay, perfect, done. Now, this next one, I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. Because what she did, she took a tag here, and she took a second tag of, oh, that one's a little bigger. I should have used that one too. Okay, we'll do this. So you have 2 that are the same size, right? She took a paper punch, you know, a square punch, and she punched squares out of here, 2 together, to make a window. I don't have a square punch. So here's what I did. Some of the tags I had were together like this. You could cut them. I'm going to just take my watch off because it is driving me crazy snapping around here. Sorry, I got to get my pin back in the top of my glue. I know. You know what? Sometimes I try to do my videos so fast, and I'm going to slow down a little. You know, I don't have to be fast. So I did not cut these apart. They really lent to having it together because all you're going to do is take the two tags and you're going to put them together anyway and sew around them, okay? So that's what I did. I used this exact one. Now, I don't have, as I said, a square punch or a rectangle punch, but what I do have is this set of Sizzix, and it has a little square, and I thought, we'll see what kind of a pain this is. It was so easy. I put it in, I put this on here, I taped it down so it would stay in place, ran it through my Big Shot, worked great, got this big piece out of it right here, which I will use for something else. And then all I did was move this up a little. I didn't want, so I ended up cutting this much of it, right? I didn't want to do, you could have done like a whole nother one, and that would have made it an even bigger window. I didn't want such a big window. I didn't want to lose everything. So I just went up partially. So you could go up as much as you want or as little as you want. I could have made this window just this big, okay? So that worked really, really well. You could use a circle punch. I didn't try it, but Cori said that would work too. I have not tried it. Maybe we'll try one. Maybe we'll try one with this because I do have a circle punch. Let's see how that works actually. Now I have my this one. Let's see what that would look like. Let's test it. So that does fit. Move it here. I'm going to push this all the way in. Do I want to push it all the way in? No, because I don't want to get on the fold. This might be a little too big. It's hard to tell. Let's do it. Do I have it pretty even? Whoops. Okay. Woo! Went through, and that's what came out. We could use that. And then this is a little tricky. Look how thin that is. I could have moved it in a little more, but it did work. So that's going to be tricky to use to put stuff on, but that's okay. It does work. Doesn't matter. Now we know that a circle punch would look just fine, and when you put a tag in, it would look just fine. Okay, so here's this one. I love the sewn around part. I only sewed here, and I sewed around the window, because when I fold this and make it into my pocket, I'm going to sew around the other parts, around the other edges. Okay, and then that sews it closed, and I don't have to worry about it. But I want to put in my piece of vellum or acetate or whatever, and I had a piece here, and of course I had it all in here. Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Don't know where it went, but I usually have a bunch hanging around that I can use. So here's a piece of packaging that I can use for this. So I'm just going to cut this open so I can use it. Open this up and just cut down the edge here. Cut across the bottom. And then I'm just going to cut a piece that I think is about the right size, a little bigger. And it's just going to be bigger, and I'll cut off the excess after. I save all my packaging like this because why not? Don't waste it. So then I can slide this in. Now, what I'm going to use to adhere this is some tape. I got some double-sided tape. because, honestly, because I see Nick the Booksmith using it all the time, and it just appears to make life easier. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to try it and see if it does make my life easier or if it's more of a hassle. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see. The birds are outside singing. It's a rainy, kind of yucky day, though. But the birds are happily thinking about making nests and all of that. All right, let me just see if I can. I haven't used this much, so I'm getting used to it. Let's see if I can just get that off real easy. Yep, there goes that one. Make sure I've pushed that down. Here goes this one. Okay. And then I'm just going to put a piece, whoops, get off there, up the side. I'm just going to eyeball this a little bit. Like that. Oh, that was kind of perfect, wasn't it? Sometimes things go your way. Okay, and I'm going to do this right up the side like that. There we go. Okay, and honestly, this tape sticks pretty well. And, you know, it's when you think about how expensive glue is, this isn't really any more expensive than that. So I'm actually going to, oh, I didn't notice that has a little hole in it right there. I'm going to cut another piece because I do not want to use that hole. So I'm going to cut a piece. Does it have a hole on this side too? Yes. But I'm going to cut, beyond that hole so I don't have the hole. Okay. Now this will fit. So we're gonna just put this on. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna cut it. And there we go. We've got it stuck on, and then your glue isn't oozing everywhere. Oh, that was way easier for me. All right, let's just cut this off on the edge here. Whoops. There we go. All right. And then there's your tag. And you could, so you're going to have the pocket's going to be here. So let's see. What do I want to pop in there for a pocket? Oh, I have things around here. What do I want to use? So this wouldn't really work because it's like that, but you would put something in. That would be your pocket. Now this technically could go around a page. Where do I have a page? So if this is my page, I'm going to just fold this in half. So it could go around your page like this and just show through, and that would be on that side. You could have a pocket here and a pocket here. You could have it here and glue it in and just have a pocket here, and then you could have a pocket on the back too, depending what you want to do. If you want, we're going to glue it in. You probably, you know, you would just want to take one of these and make your pocket so that if you glue it in, then you have your pocket like that. So that's a second pocket you can make with tags. And as I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to sew right here and up here and around my top, just because I think the sewing looks really, really nice on here. So that's a quick little video. 2 different tags you can make. Go ahead and give them a try. I am going to make some more of these. And Cori had a bunch of tags, so this is only the first 2 in her video, and I'll do some more of them. So go ahead and watch hers and Tracie's video, and you'll get some more ideas about how to do this, and they probably explain it a whole lot better than I do. But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming back. And oh, one other little thing. Make sure you, if you want to ink around in here before you do, you know, all your other stuff, because obviously it'll be hard to ink after you sew it together and put the stuff in the middle. All right, guys, thanks so much. I appreciate you coming back and hanging out with me. And I wanted to welcome, I have a couple new viewers even, and I'm so thankful and grateful. I'm in the mid 350 somethings, I think now, which is awesome. So I'm happy about that. And you can always go over and check out my article in Tracie's Foxy Rag. That was the last one, which I think was volume 6 maybe. But really, really happy about that. So check that out, and leave me some comments and some thumbs up. Really helps my channel grow. I appreciate that. And, you know, let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you think. What kind of series would you like to see? Do you like these kinds where it's just making ephemera? I'm still finishing up my pink journal, and I just have to sew in my signatures, which I procrastinate because it's my least favorite thing to do. But I will be getting that done. All right, friends. I will see you again soon.